Alright guys, this is attempt number 4 of this video. Yay! I keep going off and on and on and on and on and on. I need a better way to condense my thoughts, because I see a lot of things that are like, I feel they're great, but it's like not necessary to go all over the place. Anyway, I'm on day 20 out of 30 on my 30-day challenge. If you don't know what that is, check my 30-day challenge video to understand what I'm talking about. It's going great so far. Today, I'm talking about the devil voice, in keeping in the spirit of Halloween. It's like October 18th today. It is October 18th at this time that I'm filming. Halloween, I talked about fear. This is all coincidence, but I figured like I have a theme going on right now. So that was fear. Fear is... Now I'm going to talk about the devil voice and how they go hand in hand. What's the devil voice? Okay. We're growing as people now. We're on the quest. I'm on the quest. I made the quest known to everybody. In fact, I chose the name not caring what people thought what the name was, because a big hurdle for me was to make a name that, it's what if people, like, I just said, you know what? I like fantasy genre stuff, and I like video games. I like them, but I used to play them a lot. And you know what? It's Andrew's Quest. I don't care what people think. You know, if you don't like it, whatever. So that is the level of growth I've achieved so far. Okay? Getting to the point of the devil voice. For example, that thing of like, oh, what are people going to think? Blah, blah, blah. That's an example of the devil voice. But let me get into more depth. You're trying to grow as a person. You know now... If you've been following my content, you know your ego is something that it's the subconscious, is what what identifies you, how you are identifying yourself. You also know now, you should know by now, that personal growth requires you to break from that subconscious and from that ego and challenge it. So whatever characters, traits you thought you had, some of them may have to change or be gone. If if you're quiet, then you may need to turn up the volume a little bit. For me, I don't know how to explain how that applies to me, but for me, it's kind of like I had to make conscious choices that are not in line with my subconscious identity, and are not in line with how some people would have described me at some points. Okay, faking it does not work, by the way. That goes back to character ethic and personality ethic. You need to actually make that change consciously. That's not what I'm here for right now. Devil voice happens when you start trying to make those conscious changes. Devil voice happens when you try something new, like I'm doing this, for example. My face is out there everywhere. I am more open about what I'm doing, about my goals and all that stuff with people. The devil voice happens is like, oh, now people are like, they know now, so are you sure you're going to do this? Another way the devil voice happens, for me. The devil voice is the weapon of the subconscious, by the way. I forgot to mention that. It's the defense mechanism to try to make you try to stop you from changing, because it's a threat to your identity. It's like your subconscious, your subconscious equates... Did it stop? Did it pause? Hopefully it didn't. Your subconscious equates your identity with basically your life, like your actual life. So a change in your identity is like death to your subconscious. So this is a defense mechanism. So one example of how it occurs was what I said, like, that's not you. These are things that may happen in your mind. One for me that kind of happens is I see the future version of myself having achieved the goal that I had in all its entirety, like all the overall self-actualization. I've done it, and I have that vision. And me now today, looking at whatever years ahead of time, and it's like it's not even me to my, like, I was like, that's not me. Like, I can't do that. There's no way. That's not how I would do it. Like, that's what I can't do. That's not me. That's whatever. Right? So that's one. It's like an overwhelming almost feel. Not anxiety, but like kind of like intimidating. Like, whoa, that's no. That's the devil voice kicking in, trying to protect you from nothing really, but it thinks it's protecting you from achieving that person you want to be, but it doesn't identify with who you are right now. And now this is where it really gets most people, and most people don't realize it. This is the sneaky devil voice, the snake, so to speak. Some examples, quickly. I want to go to the gym. This is me. Like, this is subconsciously, I want to go to the gym. Subconsciously, this is what you start telling yourself. You worked hard today. You don't need to. You can take a night off. Don't worry about it. You can take a night off. It's not a big deal. You should relax. Sit on the couch. Okay, that's one. Another one. You want to do something productive. You planned out your whole day. You wake up. What's the first thing your mind tells you? Oh, I just woke up. I need to wake up first. Like me. Hold on. I need to wake up. So your first move, instead of getting to the thing that you need to do first, is to beeline it to the couch or whatever. Turn the TV on. Just one episode. Just let me watch the highlights. Let me, whatever. If you play video games like me, I'll just do like 10 minutes, 15, 20, an hour and a half, 8 hours. Then those little things of the talking yourself into doing these stupid things, basically, is the devil voice once again. Because your devil voice is your subconscious / your ego, which knows you because it is you. It knows what will trigger you. It knows what tempts you, and it knows what makes you comfortable. So when faced with two decisions, consciously, you want to do something that's not comfortable, not ideal, but you know it's good for you. You know it's going to benefit you and get you to where you want to be. Your subconscious says, hey, you know what? Why would you do that? Why? Do this. Do the comfort thing. Watch the TV. Go to bed. Lie down. Sleep. Play video games. Go for a coffee for 3.5 hours. With no one. Like with your other friends that are like, whatever. Once in a while, I love it. But you can't do it all the time. So on and so forth. Sorry, friends. Any more examples? I don't know. They're not coming to my mind. But to sum up that point, it is your subconscious knows you because it is you, and it knows what will make you comfortable and what will convince you not to do the better thing. And it's very sneaky because it really is a rational and logical thought. Oh yeah, I could go tomorrow. I don't have to go today. There's always tomorrow. Logically, yeah, it's true, but going tomorrow, the same thought's going to happen the next day, and you're going to tell yourself tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and so on and so forth. Same thing with eating healthy. Just one Big Mac. All right, whatever. It really takes this. This is how you stop all this. Sorry, you're never going to stop the thoughts from occurring. I don't know, maybe you will, but I still have these like little temptations here and there. The only way to deal with them and get past them and still progress is you watch this video, now you are aware of what it is. It is the devil voice. It is your subconscious. So that is it. That's it. Just knowing that, then you can say, listen, I know what's going on right now. I don't actually want to lie down. I don't actually want to stay home. I don't actually want to relax. It's just my subconscious trying to stop me from doing the thing that I need to do because I'm challenging myself. I am going beyond my comfort zone. I am altering my identity. So if you can be aware of that, and this takes somebody who really wants to be a successful person, somebody who really wants to make a change. If you don't want to make a change, you're going to know it and you're going to just say, yeah. And you're going to still do the thing. You're still going to lie down, watch TV, whatever your vice is. It's an endless spectrum, from the worst of the worst things to like the euphoria, the pleasures, all that stuff, all the instant gratification. Your subconscious wants that because obviously we want to instantly feel gratified. But being aware of it, it's like you are choosing to say, listen, I'm not going to do that right now because I got to do this. This thing that will make me a better person and achieve the goals that I want to achieve. And then ultimately, I'll be able to do all that stuff. If my goal is wealth or freedom or whatever, I'll be able to do all that stuff eventually, whenever I want. Okay, side point. We are not machines. I totally agree that moderation. We should definitely, I like to go out once in a while. We like keep up, contact with your close friends. Stay up to date with the news. Watch, if you do watch shows, don't watch the whole freaking season in one day. Like, one episode here, one episode there. I'm pretty bad because I've watched, I haven't watched anything recently. I don't know if I'm saying if that is a bad thing actually, but like I like having conversations about shows and things of that nature. So, again, it's extremes, but no one's a machine. But you need the self-control, and you just need to be aware of the devil voice. So once you have the awareness, then you make a choice. If you're aware and you're making the wrong choice, I can't. There's nothing I could say. Like, you're choosing comfort. And choosing comfort leads to mediocrity. If you want to be successful, you got to do something different. So that's the devil voice. Be aware of it. Your devil voice comes from fear. And watch the other video about fear to understand what I'm talking about. And that's all, guys. Have a great day. Let's keep growing together. If you hear your devil voice, say shut up, get out of here, and now you know what it is. Take care.